Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing today? And welcome to the latest edition of the Drew Mania Live podcast. So great to have you with us for Monday, the 27th day of November, the year 2017. And of course, this is Andrew L. Perry. As always, thank you for that warm applause. Coming alive and at you from the busy streets of Brooklyn, New York today. And today I'm inside the campus of Long Island University as I chat to you what's happening in the world of sports. It's great to have you. Once again, it's great to have you aboard. I hope everybody had a tremendous Thanksgiving. Well, it's goodbye Thanksgiving. Hello, Christmas and New Year's. The holiday season basically is upon us. And that means football is in full throttle. In other words, once the Thanksgiving games are over, the real football season is kicking in. That also means playoff pictures for the NFL as we're going to talk about football the rest of the way. We're going to recap what happened in week 12 and we recap rivalry week in college football as we look forward to championship week and we give our perspective in the standing in the college football standings as we go along. Now we'll spend a little time on the Jets as the injury bugs continue, as the New York Giants last Thursday, the Thanksgiving, are officially eliminated from playoff contention, like we don't know already. But we'll kick off the show, talk about the Jets, as disgrace is not even the word. Out of all the losses they had this year, this is the worst of all. And yes, I understand Carolina is 7-3. And now they proved to 8-3, and they control their destiny as long as they win games, and most likely going to make the playoffs. Having said all that, but this is not about Carolina. This is about the Jets. And the Jets, to me, in a future reference, because it's clear that the Jets are not going to be a playoff team this year. If they're going to be a playoff team this year, the number one thing they need to start doing, besides offensive line, they need to upgrade, okay? And quarterback, they definitely need a quarterback, okay? Todd Bowles has to do a better job of being more disciplined, because great playoff teams and great teams win games not only because of their play, but because of great discipline. And what we have seen from this Jets team time and time again, that they have not been disciplined. And when you make, not only, I understand you get dumbfounded once in a while, and I understand you make but make stupid penalties in critical moments. Okay? And I'll get to Robbie Anderson in a second. I got something to say about Robbie Anderson. But right now, the Jets have to do a better job. Again, Todd Bowles has to do a better job of teaching his team. No, I'm not going to say teaching, but making sure his players are disciplined. Because, listen, the Jets defense, the Jets played well enough to win the game yesterday. And they lost the game for two reasons in my mind. Critical plays and dumb penalties. Again, I'm going to rewrite on dumb penalties. You know, they laid the league in penalties with 7. They had 7 penalties yesterday. 7. two for roughing the passer, and each one is offside. False starts. Dumb, one penalty after another, one penalty after another, and they shoot. And we see this game. If you're a Jets fan, you see this game time and time again as they continue to make stupid enough penalties. And yes, I'm gonna emphasize stupid more than enough. Because this is the game, and no disrespect to the Carolina Panthers, this is the game they could have won yesterday. Despite Cayman now fumbling the football, and by the way, you got to protect that football. You have to take a sack. You cannot fumble in that situation. And for Josh McNown, I keep mixing Josh and Kane, it's Josh. For Josh McNown, who's been in the league long enough, he should have known better. Josh McNown, and one thing I will admit that he done a better job with Fitz, is that he don't throw caution. Don't get me wrong, he throw interceptions, but he don't throw stupid mistakes. And I think he's a better thrower than, obviously, Fitzpatrick. But that's not the point. You cannot take a sack in this situation, especially when you're playing closer. They was down by 8. And we see this fourth quarter. They played the worst football in the fourth quarter. The quarter that you need to play the most. Again, Josh McNown. What I like about Josh McNown, he could throw the football. He got a great arm. He could throw the football. He's not one of your elite quarterbacks. I believe he's not. If I'm not mistaken, one of the highest. Maybe he's one of the. He had more completion. He had a great game yesterday. He threw for 3 touchdowns for 306 yards. And didn't turn the ball over again, despite the fact he fumbled the football to cost the game. That's the one thing Josh McNown needs to start doing. Protective. You have to take a sack. You have to take a sack. You cannot fumble the football, especially in your own territory, especially when you're down by at least 7 or 8 points. Because points in the National Football League are hard to come by. It doesn't matter what team you are. And as far as Robbie Anderson, I get that you have a chip on your shoulder. I like your attitude. I like your swagger. But pipe down a little bit. To go on camera, go in front of the camera and say that you should be a Pro Bowler, first of all, calm down. Number one, nobody gives a damn about the Pro Bowl. Anybody who I don't care if you're a diehard football fan or not, no one gives a rat's ass about the Pro Bowl, okay? Nobody. That's number one. Number two, you have to I understand you play a chip on your shoulder. Number two, get your head out your ass. I understand you play with a chip on your shoulder, and that's great. You want an NFL player to have that type of attitude. I have no problem with it. But again, it brings me back. You got to be disciplined if you're going to be a good football team. You have to have discipline. Robbie Anderson had a great football. He had a great game yesterday. He had two or three touchdowns. For 100, he had a receiver on 146 yards. That's impressive. But don't make it be about you. Remember, there's no INT. I admit it, and I'll applaud him on this. He did say later on in the press conference that, I apologize. I should have said what I said. Let it be a teaching tool. Do not make it a habit, please. The offense is being productive. The offense, let's be honest, has been playing well this season. Okay? Yes, in the Tampa game they didn't show. In the Miami game they played a lot better. But whoever's the offense coordinator, whoever is the play calling, Todd Bowles. Here's what I'll say about Todd Bowles. I know Todd Bowles got to make better decisions. You cannot. When you're near the goal line, I don't care if you have the worst running game in the league. You gotta. You got a quarterback sneaker or send your fullback in. You cannot throw the football 3 straight times. It's first and goal, second and goal, third and goal. Why are you throwing the football 3 straight times? There is a play, and it's called a quarterback sneak. Come on, Todd. I know you're a defensive mind coach, but you got to get it. This is where the head coach has to come in and say, you know what? Follow me. I'm taking control of the plays. I want an offensive play, and you give me I give you